Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 7 NFL previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It'll be played down in the Georgia Dome. The Falcons at home after their bye. Tampa Bay coming off a loss at home to the Eagles. And first with Tampa Bay, I think this organization as a whole is a complete mess. Whether you talk about the MRSA outbreak, which is a devastating thing to the guys who are affected by it. Whether you talk about the Josh Freeman situation, certainly with not only him being released, but his personal information being leaked. And then you get to the fact that I think they're totally misusing their defensive personnel. Having Revis sit in a zone, I was never a football coach, okay, but I think I know enough about football that if you pay a corner $100 million, his specialty is taking away one side of the field, playing man on the team's best receiver. Playing a zone might not be the smartest thing. It's underutilizing a guy like Revis. So I just think from top to bottom, this organization is mismanaged right now. I think the players want nothing to do with Schiano and this regime. We'll see how that plays out. But on the field this week, Mike Glennon, tough environment on the road in Atlanta. I know Atlanta's only 1-4, but that's not the easiest place to play. We saw Geno Smith, though, a couple weeks ago go in there and play quite well as a rookie quarterback against this Falcons defense. I think for the Buccaneers to have a chance in this one, they need Doug Martin to really play well. I think he'll have an opportunity to do that. You have a lot of replacement linebackers in there for the Falcons, so look for Martin to be involved in the passing game as well as the running game. From a Falcons standpoint, look, they're dealing with a lot of injuries. They got a bye week to get healthier. I look for Roddy White's role to be expanded here as he was able to get healthy at the bye. I do expect Steven Jackson to play, which I think is going to be a big deal for this team, so they can get a running game going and also put Jacquizz Rodgers in that more scat back, second running back kind of role that he's used to. And where I really think Atlanta's been moving the ball this year. They've lost a lot of close games. They've been able to move the ball. They've had some red zone problems, certainly. But I think Atlanta will be able to move the ball. I know the loss of Julio Jones is huge, but I still think with Harry Douglas, with Roddy White, with Tony Gonzalez, and as I said, with Rodgers and Steven Jackson, I think they'll still be able to move the ball, especially on the Buccaneers in that zone defense I was just talking about. Look for Tony Gonzalez to find the gaps in that defense, and Roddy White as well. It's sort of a specialty of those two guys. Crafty receivers that always seem to find that open spot. And I look for Matt Ryan to be able to find them enough. Again, I worry about that Falcons defense because there's a lot of moving parts there. When you lose a Croy Bierman, probably their best pass rusher. When you lose a Sean Witherspoon, maybe their best defensive player. This defense was in a state of flux. I think they'll get better as the year goes on. Mike Smith is a good defensive coach. I like Mike Smith as a motivator in general. And I think with a week bye, I think they were able to get healthier. I think he was able to sort of settle things down there and realize and talk to his guys about being 1-4. But hey, they still got a whole season ahead of them, 11 games. And I think their organization's in a lot better spot than the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers to go on the road now here with a rookie quarterback, with all that's going on to win this game, I think is a tough thing to ask here. Outside of a Mike Glennon really, really good performance, I just don't see it in this one. So I like Atlanta -9.5 at home to beat the Buccaneers. It's just too hard for me to rely on the Buccaneers right now, especially how their defense played last week. That was the one constant I thought they had. And then Nick Foles goes for 4 touchdowns, 3 passing and 1 rushing. But let me know what you guys think of this game. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at @SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview every game every week. I recap every game every week. And I'm always talking the news of the day in the NFL. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.